This is Silver Lining Apartments. You have a typical view of the outside. Nice little table. They do have some lighting out here if you decide that you would like to study. Just going to give you a view over the banister. I live on the top floor. But this is just that walkway that you see when you come in going up the stairs. It hasn't been really too much trouble to carry groceries here. This is the main street and the stairs leading to the building. Try to post some pictures of that for you all. And now I'm gonna go ahead and head inside the apartment. So once you walk into the apartment, you have a nice large kitchen area upstairs. This one has a full stove unit, which is not traditional or typical in most apartments here in Dominica. The appliances that come with the apartment are, of course, the stove, the fridge, the microwave. The toaster did come with it. I brought my own crock pot because it just makes for convenient meals, and I also bought a washer dryer unit just for the convenience factor. However, you are able to have your clothes washed by one of the cleaning ladies, and they pick them up usually first thing in the morning and bring them back later in the day. But that was just something that I wanted to have personally. I will point out that extension cords are not really the easiest thing to come by. That was one that was already in the unit, but I would definitely recommend bringing several of those. Pardon the box, that's the box that the washer came in. This is a living room set that came with the apartment. The dining room table, which was my selling point for the apartment, I absolutely loved it. It's very spacious, nice place to study. It does have a smaller table here on the side that sometimes I use to take outside on the patio, and we'll get to that shortly. It has whiteboards in the kitchen, so you have one on the wall, and conveniently, all of the cabinets are also whiteboards. So if you choose to study while you're cooking or someone else is cooking and you want to be in the same apartment and study together, you have that option of using the cabinets as extra whiteboard space, which is really convenient. Another thing I'll point out here is the electricity unit. This is how we know how much electricity we're using. So I have 100.8 kilowatts per hour that I still have left on my unit. It has a little barcode with my number on it. When I go to purchase electricity, that's the number that you give them so that they make sure the electricity goes to your unit. I've also recently discovered that you're able to go online and add money or currency to your apartment that way, which seems to be a bit more convenient for me, so that's the way I'll be doing it going forward. I will try to post a link on the Facebook group with that information so that you can set up those accounts once you choose your apartment. The apartment here I really like because it's lots of windows, so that was another selling point. But I'm going to move forward. Pardon any messiness. We do have housekeeper that comes 2 times a week. She comes on Mondays, and she also comes on Friday, so I'm looking forward to seeing her tomorrow. This is the bedroom. This is a bed. I did bring my mosquito net. I will point out that the walls here, if you choose to hang anything, you're going to need command hooks because the walls are, concrete. They're like cement walls, so it's very difficult to hang anything, hence the reason I had to take up my mosquito net. There are not mosquitoes, so I did not actually need the net, but there are little gnats that will sometimes hang around at night. So if you choose to leave the windows open, as I do, I use the dryer sheet to try to keep away some of the bugs, which I heard was a really good idea. And I taped all the seals to make sure that any areas that were cracked were sealed by tape so that bugs could not get in. I also recommend that you have plenty of fans. I have my Lysol hand sanitizer lotions there. Also bring a desk lamp that will help with the electricity so that you're not burning as much of it as you could if you use the overhead lights. So they do supply bulbs for the overhead light, which is there. But the smaller lamps, obviously they won't have bulbs for that. It came with this bookshelf. Some apartments come with more than one bookshelf. This is the one that I have. That's my little laundry basket. This is the desk that comes with the unit. I actually don't study at the desk, but I do use it for just regular storage space. I throw my bags there. My work suitcase is there. It is also conveniently whiteboard, so if you choose to study at it. That's another whiteboard space that you have. The back of the door has nice little hooks on it. This one came with hooks already. If, again, it doesn't have hooks, I recommend, highly recommend bringing command hooks, something that you can use to hang things like your umbrella or poncho. I brought a poncho for days that I go to the market and you don't want to carry an umbrella because you have your food bags. Also, another fan is always nice. Our unit comes with flat screen TVs in every unit, and this is the nice little armoire station that they give you. It has a little lamp on it. I brought my own Wi-Fi router because they have Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, they have the internet, but they didn't have Wi-Fi, so that's something to ask about. Cabinets there, and this is a little closet unit. Oh, one other thing I'll point out is I bought this thing from, I think, Walmart or Target, but just something to add because the closet does not have storage units inside of it. It's just a bar, so if you want somewhere else to put your things. So there's that. And then lastly, the bathroom. They came with little hooks on it for us, but this is just has a little unit there for storage. I brought my own mats and shower curtain. It's a nice little unit. It's a mirror, shower curtain. Also, I love the shower. It's another selling point. I brought the rack to put the goodies in, like my soap and shampoo and face wash, shaving creams. I also brought my own shower head because the one that they give you is just not a very good one. However, I did think ahead to just say, let me bring one that I might actually like to use. Shower unit is huge. I'm not even sure if this video will do that justice, but that's that. And then I also brought the little foot mat to put my feet on for the shower, so that's another thing to think about. And the very last thing that I will show for this apartment is the patio. This is not actually a hole. It's a hole in one of the screens, but the other one is sealed. So again, no bug problem here. This is the outside deck, and it just overlooks Meekow Trail, which is where we live, and some of the housing units there. A nice little chair. This is sometimes where I'll come out and study, which is very nice when it's sunny out, but it does rain quite a bit, and I'll post a video about the rain also, just to kind of give you a better picture. That's someone else's deck, and they have the separator there, because I do believe that is a 2-bedroom unit. The apartments in the middle, I'm not sure if you can see it, their patios or balconies are a little bit longer than the one that I have here, but the trade-off is they don't have as many windows. So if you want a lot of windows, ask for a corner or in unit, and if you'd rather have a larger balcony, definitely ask for a middle unit. And I hope this video helps you choose your new home in Dominica. See you soon.